2014 doll hairs. Where were you? I could have used you. And finally, my thrift prayers were answered. Hey everyone, Katie here from Thrift Your Heart Out, and today I'm back with yet another ginormous monthly collective haul. And the reason it's so big is because I was doing a lot of shopping to celebrate the fact that your girl got a job. What? Like, I'm so excited. I was totally in treat yourself mode. I was just like, well, I'm gonna need a new purse and new shoes and a new dress for my new job, right? Like, I need it all. Yeah, girl logic, it's just ridiculous. But needless to say, I found some really awesome stuff. I found some great deals, and looking at the pile next to me, it's a lot of black items. I'm just a creature of habit that way. I like my safety zone. Like, I like to mix it up every now and again, but when it comes down to it, I love black. It's just so classic. So you're gonna see a lot of black pieces today. Quite a few shoes and purses I happened to score on for the month of March. Always nice. So I'm just gonna stop rambling. I have a lot to share with you guys, so we're just gonna jump right into the haul. So I'm actually gonna start this haul by sharing with you my favorite find from the month of March, and that is this absolutely gorgeous handbag that was actually a gift from my very sweet boyfriend. But we went to this sweet little vintage store in Old Auburn. It was called Robyn Marie, and literally stumbled into it. Like, we were walking down the street looking for a restaurant, and I just kind of poked my head in. I was like, is this a vintage shop? And the shop owner was like, yeah, like, get in here. So she had all these really stunning, interesting purses from all the way back to the 40s and beyond. Beautiful dresses, gloves, just, it was just visual candy. I had so much fun just looking through there. My boyfriend was so very patient with me, so thank you. But then he decided to treat me to this beautiful bag as a gift for getting my new job. So it's just gonna mark a really important time in my life, and I just could not be happier with it. So she told us that it was from the 60s just because of how the zipper was made. So cool finding out that stuff. But it's just this gorgeous burgundy leather, like in pristine condition, no scratches or wear anywhere, which is always just crazy when you find things that are that old. But then I also just love that little strip of suede just to give it that little bit of interest. So I'm just over the moon about this. I'm gonna wear it all over town, and I just cannot thank my boyfriend enough for it. So keeping on that handbag train, I also found this gorgeous little number, which is by Nine West. And I got it from Goodwill. It was a little over $8, which I think is just such a bargain for a beautiful bag like this. And it was so funny because if you guys remember that vlog that I did where I was shopping on a $15 budget, I decided to do that again because I did the entire process over again recently, where I went and sold some clothes to buy-sell trade stores, ended up with some cash in my pocket, and then decided to treat myself, of course, because that was just the theme for the month of March, but decided to treat myself to a trip to Goodwill. And I was like, you can spend $15 on one item. Like, oh my God, like that is just like a million pretty much in thrift dollars. So when I found this one, I was like, ooh, that's gonna be the thing I treat myself to, a whole $8. It's just ridiculous, but I'm so happy I found this one, and I know I'm going to use it for years to come. So also from that Goodwill is this super cute polka dot backpack, originally from Massimo, which is a Target brand. And seriously, I've been trying to find a polka dot backpack for years. Literal years. Like, I love using backpacks. I actually bust them out pretty often from my closet. So finding a polka dot one was just amazing. I know I'm gonna use it a ton in the upcoming seasons. And seriously, just look how cute that is. Like, of course I had to get it. And it was a little over $5, so it was a total score. So my last find from Goodwill kind of makes me angry because I was really upset that I hadn't found it sooner, but whatever, better late than never. And what I'm talking about is this really cute little padfolio, originally from Sugar Paper, which is also carried at Target. And I seriously needed a padfolio for all of the interviews that I went on for this new job that I just got. Because the first interview I came in with literally like a plastic like folder of some kind. It was tragic. So I went ahead, bit the bullet, got one on Amazon that I really, really liked, and I know it's going to serve me well. But then of course this one shows up like a few days after I actually got the job. I was like, man, where were you? I could have used you. But whatever, I know I'll still get some great use out of it. And it was only $3, so I think that's a pretty great deal. So So that same day that I was selling items, I went to Freestyle, which is one of my favorite stores in the area, and found only one item, but I'm totally stoked about it. Is this pair of skinny jeans with the rips in the knee. Like, I know it totally seems like something that I wouldn't wear, but I am really happy I found these because I was thinking about DIYing some, like it wouldn't be that hard to create. But as much as I like to thrift and as creative as I am, I don't like to DIY. I'll just admit it right now. I'm not a DIYer. I would much rather just pay for the item. Is that terrible? Is that like a terrible thing to say? So I was happy that I didn't have to end up DIYing my own pair of ripped up jeans, and I found these guys for only 10 bucks, which was great because I was able to use the credit that I got that day. So the next place that I visited was Salvation Army, and my favorite store in the area is the one downtown, like just before the freeway on D Street, just in case anybody's in the area and wondering. They pretty much always have 50% off of clothing. Like, don't even look at the whiteboard when you walk in. Like, it's pretty much always going to be 50% off of all clothing. It's a great deal, so I try to stop by there pretty often. So the first thing that I got was this really cool, just New York basic black baseball cap, and it even says New York on the back there. But I just thought, like, sometimes you just need a baseball hat to like hide whatever stitch you got going on with your hair, and it just adds like a cool element to your outfit. So for 2 bucks, like, why not pick it up and give it a try and rep for New York? Like, that's not such a bad deal. So, oh god, do I have the hat hair? Do I? Oh god, I think we're good. So I was really happy to find this one, and I'm excited to see how I can incorporate it into my wardrobe. So I think the tides are turning, you guys, because I am totally feeling this athleisure like trend that is going on right now, and I know it seems completely out of my realm. I'm usually very feminine and girly, and I love big skirts and all of that stuff, but again, that's the joy of thrifting. You find stuff for such a good deal, you can kind of play around and try new trends and see how they work for you. So I thought that the next piece would totally work itself well into the athleisure trend. And it is this pair of Champion joggers. So they're kind of like silky a little bit. So they're like elastic there at the bottom and then along the waist. And I just thought, you know, that could almost even work for the workplace, like with a sweet little blouse or a blazer with it. I think I can rock this in the workplace with some heels. Like, I'm going to try to play around with it a little bit. So I was happy to find these ones. They were only $3.75 and then half off, so how could I not pick them up? So next up is this little sleeveless blouse from Coldwater Creek, and what I really liked about it was the mandarin collar here, and then also these buttons. They're just so unusual. So I like kind of the Asian theme that's going on with this. And I think it's actually going to serve me really well as a vest for the warmer weather. That's how I tried it on that day in the store. I just kind of threw it on over what I had and fell in love with it. So I had to pick it up, and again, it was half off of only $3.75. So next up is this sweet little top that actually has velvet roses embossed all over it. I know it's going to be hard to see, but I'll make sure to do a close-up so you guys can see that detail. And I think I actually had Beauty and the Beast on my mind when I was shopping that day. And you guys, if you have not gone to see that movie, go out and see it right now. It was amazing. I was crying at some points, laughing in others. It was so visually beautiful to see. Emma Watson is just amazing in it. Just go see it. It was just so good. So I was thinking all about those roses, and this kind of stood out to me, but I think that this will be another one to have some fun with this spring for styling. And I could almost see rocking it with kind of more of a tomboy style, like maybe with my overalls kind of over it. So you have the feminine with the more boyish style. So we'll kind of see what I can do with it. And again, it was half off of $3.75. Like, it was a no-brainer. Can we just talk for a second about how stinking long my hair, like, it doesn't even fit in frame. Like, it is so, I'm so due for a haircut. Maybe you guys leave your ideas down below. Should I do like ultra short bob, like a lob, keep it long? I don't know, but it needs a little something. So last but not least from Salvation Army was a gift directly from the thrift gods to my hands, because I'd been thinking for a stinking long time, I want one of those lace up shirts, just a basic rib shirt that laces up the front that can be a little bit sexy if I want. And you better believe I've been searching Poshmark kind of here and there to see if there's one that might work, but they're always a little too expensive. I've been scouring the thrift stores, and then finally, my my thrift prayers were answered. So what I got was this amazing black ribbed shirt that laces up the front. I'm speechless. I was so happy to find this one, and it goes pretty far down, so I could be a little scandalous if I want to. So we'll see what I end up doing with that one. But again, it was half off of only $4.75 this time, which is still a total score, and I finally have exactly what I wanted. So super happy about this find. So speaking of Poshmark, you guys will remember in my 10 tips video, my very last tip was to make sure that you are buying from Poshmark. Show some love to your fellow sellers and make sure to get out there and buy some stuff, because it's way too easy to buy with your credit that you have from everything that you sell. Like, it just sits there and waits for you until you decide that you want to transfer it to your bank account or use it toward purchases on Poshmark. So it's dangerous for me, pretty much, because I'm like, well, the money's already there, so why not just go shopping? So I did that quite a few times over the month of March, and I found a couple pair of shoes. So the very first one is this pair of black Keds, and they're in perfect condition, like look like they've never been worn. And the lady had them listed, I think, for $13, but I offered $10 and she took it. So I got these for a total score, and I know I'm gonna wear them so many times this season. So the next pair of shoes that I got from Poshmark, it was kind of a funny story how it came about, because I had liked a pair that were very similar, and the girl had them listed at $12, which I was like, oh, it's not bad, but I don't know, maybe I'll hold out a little bit. And then I searched the exact same thing the next day, and someone posted the exact same pair for $9, and I didn't even think about it. I just pressed buy, I got them, and now they're in my hands, and I love them. So they are these Forever 21 slide-on mules, and you guys, this is my new obsession for the warm weather. I am all about a slide-on mule. I've been just obsessed with looking in the fashion magazines, scouring Poshmark to see what's out there. So this is going to start one of many in a long line of mules that I'm going to have for this season. So I was very excited for these. Again, they were only $9. Like, come on, I'm just over the moon about these. So the last item that I picked up from Poshmark is hands down the one that I'm the most excited to wear this spring. And what it is this amazing Madewell denim dress. Like, I can't even. I fell in love with it, but I kind of hemmed and hawed over it because it is $40, which was a little pricey and a little more than what I usually pay. But I was in that treat yourself mode, so I decided to go ahead and get it because I knew that it would haunt my dreams if I didn't pick it up. So I'm really happy I ended up getting it. It makes me smile every single time I look at it. I'm not even kidding. So I cannot wait to style this one up. I think it's going to be great with a little turtleneck like what I have now, with an off-the-shoulder blouse, just like it is totally great. So cannot believe my luck with getting this one, and it's just the score of the season. I'm so happy with it. So the next place that I visited was the SPCA thrift store in downtown Sacramento, and I scored some pretty awesome stuff while I was there. So the first thing that I got was this pair of black Not Your Daughter's jeans. But if you guys haven't tried this brand and you happen to have some curves on your body, go ahead and give them a go, because they always fit like a dream. So I'm always on the hunt for this brand when I'm looking at pants. And I happened to find this pair, which is in great condition. They were half off of blue tags that day, so it was only $4. And I thought originally about putting them up in my Poshmark closet, but then I tried them on and fell in love with them. So they're staying in my closet, I'm afraid. But I did look up the price of them originally, and they're on their website right now for $114. 114 doll hairs. Like, I cannot believe it. And I scored them for only $4. Like, I'm so stoked about this. Can you guys hear the ice cream truck? Look, it's only March, bro. It's not even that hot. We'll just let him go by. So on the day that I was shopping at the SPCA thrift store, all of their shoes were only $2 hairs. Like, those doll hairs. That is just so inexpensive for a pair of shoes. I can't even believe it. So the first pair that I got was this amazing little pair of aerosol slingbacks with the little peep toe here. They are in perfect condition and fit so well. So I know that I'm gonna wear these a ton for the upcoming season, so super happy to find these ones. So the next pair of shoes that I found, I think were like telepathically having a conversation with me. Because I wasn't even like looking at the shoes, and then it was like something just drew me directly to them, and I knew that they were going to be my size. So I'm connected to these shoes, if you will. So what I'm talking about are these adorable Keds with the polka dots. Can you see why I'm connected to them? Yeah, they are amazing. Like literally, I barely looked at them. I was like, you're gonna be my size. Yep, I can just feel it in my bones. And lo and behold, they were. So I cannot believe that these are only $2. They make me so happy, and I know I'm gonna wear them a ton. So the last few items that I picked up from the SPCA thrift store are actually not clothing or accessory related, but rather stationery related, because they had an entire basket just chock full of all these notebooks that it looked like one person donated all of them. And they weren't like your average run-of-the-mill notebooks that you would find at like Target or something. They were like really high quality. And being something of the stationery nerd that I am, of course I had to pick some up because they were actually a really good deal. So I'm going to share those with you now. So the first set actually came in this cute little bag here, and it's by Public Supply, New York, New York, so I thought that was kind of a cute addition. But the first one in there was this little red notebook, and this size is always good for taking notes at work or just kind of carrying around with you, so of course that's going to serve me really well. And then it also came with these 3 little notebooks. Of course, I love the color. I think that is so cute, but I thought this is perfect because I also found a traveler's notebook in that same basket that I was looking in. So it's this beautiful leather traveler's notebook that just has the one little elastic here that kind of keeps everything together. And I'm just so curious about traveler's notebooks. I've seen people use them and decorate them and make them really cool looking. So if you guys happen to be planners, I want to hear what you use your traveler's notebook for. If you use it for journaling, planning, whatever else, make sure to leave it in the comments below because I want to use this and do something really cool with it. So I was really happy to find it. So the last place that I visited was Moth Consignment, which is one of my favorite stores here in the area. It's in Fair Oaks if you guys happen to be from the Sacramento area. But it's my like treat yourself store because it's consignment, so things are a little bit pricier than what I usually pay. But it's just so much fun going in there and looking around, and I scored big during this trip. So the first thing that I got while I was there was this really cute black vest, and it's a really long vest here, originally by Chico's. And I had just been thinking literally that morning that I went, I kind of want like a long black vest. Like I think that that'd be really cool for the spring season. And look what just shows up. Like I was so happy to find this one. It was 20 bucks, so like I said, a little higher than what I usually pay, but it was a treat yourself moment yet again, so of course I had to get it. So the next thing that I got was this pair of very, very skinny jeans from Cut From The Cloth, which I mentioned before. Again, if you are a curvy girl, look for Cut From The Cloth jeans. They are so amazing. They always fit really, really well, so I was really happy to find that that's who makes them. But these are like, don't eat anything for like 48 hours before I plan on wearing them. They are very, very tight fit, but I know that that'll serve me really well because I like wearing kind of loosey-goosey tops over them, and I know I'm just going to wear these a ton, and they were on sale for only $16, which I think is a pretty good deal. So the last 2 items from Moth were actually gifts from my mom, so thanks Mom, you're so nice, I love them both. So the first thing was this really pretty floral, kind of abstract floral tunic that she found. She was looking on the clearance rack, which was like by the front door as we were leaving, and she was like, oh, why don't you just try this on? And I just fell in love with it, so she treated me to it, so thanks Mom. And it's cute because it has this little cold shoulder detail. I can rock it as a dress, maybe belted or over skinny jeans like what I just showed you, so I'll be able to wear it tons of different ways, and it's just cute. It makes me happy, so I was really happy to get this one. So the last item from Moth is a pair of shoes. It was so funny because we were literally like ringing up everything, about to leave, and the ladies at the front were like, oh, have you seen our shoes that are paired with the outfits that are on display at the front? We're like, no. So I was kind of scouring on the ground, and I zoomed in on this pair of shoes, and I was like, we're not done here yet. Like, I'm gonna need to try those on. So what I'm talking about is this beautiful pair of 9 West heels that lace up, like shut your mouth. Those are so stinking gorgeous. So again, my mom treated me. She was just so nice, so thanks, Mom. But I just fell in love with these. I love that they're a little sassy, a little feminine. I think I'll be able to wear them a ton of different ways. And they were only 20 bucks, which I think isn't bad, and kind of why I love consignment stores. It's not those thrift prices that we're used to, but to get something so beautiful and unique for only $20, that's not bad either. So make sure to check out the consignment stores in the area because you never know what you'll find. Alright you guys, so that is everything that I got during the month of March. I hope you enjoyed watching, and of course I want to hear from you. What were you guys scoring on? Did you have a little treat yourself moment during the month? Make sure to leave it in the comments below. I always love hearing from you. And as always, thanks for watching and happy thrifting.